So in this assignment, we're going to do our last or next to last tree art assignment. So you have a choice of what kind of painting or pastels, how you would like to do your tree. As you can see, this one we've already sort of done with our group art. I should go back to this one. This one is sort of a pastel on a dark paper background, and it has lovely little flowers and lots of lines. It's definitely a very much a line art. Going down to this one. Here we go. This is sort of a white or gray background with you know, different gradients of, like, see the blue tree and then the black tree on top of it. So it's a value thing. There's a lighter trees and then darker trees, all with a sky in the background. Quite beautiful. This one is, of course, a drawing with lots of, I'm going to have to show it to you, but it's lots of pencil drawing with lots of lines. This is, again, the gradient, the value. You see the trees in the very background that are so light, and then as they come forward, looks like maybe there's a river in there. And then these trees, and then the close-up trees. We're peering through the woods. And it's quite, has a very nice border. This one is, again, pastels and snow, and I just love all the colors in the trees and the buildings in the background. And definitely you can see the lines, lots of lines in different colors. And the reflection of the water of the trees, the melting. And people don't have to be perfect. Here's, again, lighter and darker values using basically one color. This is a watercolor. This one is very fun, but you can see how the bottom down here has the darker version of the values, like what we did last week, and then brighter and brighter until where the sun is, it's very bright. But it's all colors with this silhouette of a tree. Quite beautiful. Here is a tree that is viewed from the ground. You can see where the sun is, and it's all teeny brushstrokes, going from white to yellow to orangish to, and then adding in red, except for over here where it's a little darker and it's adding in the blues too. In fact, you can see blues throughout it a little bit. Gorgeous. And look at the tree trunk is all different colors also. All right, let's see what the next one is. This is a very fun one also. This is, you have the tree trunk, of course, and then all the spokes of branches coming out. And then you notice that in the center, you have the lighter yellowish greenish leaves, and then getting darker and darker as you go out. Oh, and also, if you notice on this one, sorry, the things on the trunk are bigger here at the bottom, closer to us, and they get closer and closer together and smaller as they go up. This is one of those with values. You can see the gray clouds in the sky, and then the grays, and how they get, things that are closer to you are always darker, and as they get further and further and further away, they get lighter. This is an interesting one of different colors, clouds and trees. Everything's very roundy. It's kind of fun. I think that's more of painting watercolor. This is branches. I really like the contrasting in here. They have complementary colors. You have the orange with the blue, which is their opposite colors. And then you have the yellows and some greens and peaches It's just beautiful. And very much, you know, dabbing of paint, except for the bird. This one is, see the tree trunk there? It's kind of hard to tell, but again, it's opposite colors. You see the blue with the contrasting of the red and the orange and the yellows and the greens. So it has a lot of analogous colors, you know, with the greens and yellow, orange. I mean, with the yellows and orange and red, but then also with the blues and greens, but then opposite colors too, which really makes the tree pop. This is beautiful, all the yellows in the background on the bird. Again, you know, you have sort of analogous colors here, but also you have the black and the white. This is a crazy wild tree. It's got a trunk and lots of curlicues in it. This would be very, oh my gosh, abstract, an abstract tree. This is trees, but even the leaves on the trees, I don't know if you can tell, have like the reflection of the sunset in the background. This looks like pastels to me on a black paper, maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe so. Again, this is, you know, the oranges with the blues. Really beautiful, but not easy to do at all. This is not easy to do either, but I like how it has all the little lines. Fortunately, it's a little blurry, so we'll move on. Here's somebody sitting. This is a pastel one, probably also on black paper. It's got the snow and the birds and a window. This is a beautiful tree. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's, see how it's watercolor, and they've done lots of black or paint, and they've got the little blooms. That's a fun one. It's a cherry tree. You see the darker tree up close and then the lighter tree behind it. Even the blooms are lighter, sorry. See how the blooms are lighter in the background tree and the trunk is lighter, and the up close tree is darker and brighter. This is also pastels, probably also done on a dark piece of paper. And just the contrasting colors of the blues in the shade and the yellows are in the sun. Yellow and orange is in the sun, the green and the pink, the red and the greens. Really nice. I guess I should go back a little so you can get the picture of that. There you go. All right, let's do, I love this one too. This is also pastels, although it could be paint, but it looks more like pastels. The blues and the oranges, again, in the tree trunk, darker blues, values. You go dark and light. Lots of mixing, and then the yellow, the light greenish yellow, and the greens and the blues, sort of analogous there in the background. And look at the branches on this tree. You've got purples and blues and reds with sort of white cloudy sky, and then some bluish greens in the background. Yellow clouds. Beautiful. I guess I should go back on this one too. There, so you get the whole picture. And this one's fun too. So you have the gray in the background, right? You can see how the ground gets lighter as you go further back, but darker up close, and you see all the dark shadows and the trees, the black trees, and then all of a sudden you have this bright red tree that stands out, which is very fun also. This is very, it's almost hard to tell, but it's, yeah, that might be too hard to tell. We'll move on. But you see the tree trunks, and this is an up closer tree, and these are supposed to be the leaves. It's very styled, abstracty styled. Oh, where's that one again? Oh, this one just has so much lines and details and dots on the tree trunk with the bark. And then we have this one again, which I already showed you. And then we have this one, which is very interesting. It's got, again, you have this two trees that stand out, and this sort of the gray in the background. Looks like vines and all sorts of stuff. There it is. Look at that. It's like he let it drip down, sort of, and then painted the red tree on top. All right, and that's it.